shameful. Shameful, man. Shameful. I am in a bad way, though.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
A recovery for balloon? Oh, damn it, Luke. We're screwed. Oh, is that the is it Shago Hard or Shago Hod? Hod. Roy Hodgson.
Shago Hod.
Glenn Hoddle. Oh, she knows. He still like loves her in either a mentor student kind of way or in let's pop off kind of way. Like a motherly kind of way. Stepmom though. Well, there's if there's no blood, then there's jizz. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, Cersei mother? Or... He's thinking about using a revolver, isn't he? That's really cool. I like that. He's thinking about what Snake said to him.
Excellent. A great success.
Great success.
Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Why is he sniffing her?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast,
Consent,
my
bro.
dear.
Although he could pull some Dr. Manhattan shit on her.
A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has
Not yet.
spunk.
Sokolov did well for himself. It's when he says his girl. Is that wife or daughter?
Shall we take her back to the base?
She looks young to be his
Perhaps
wife.
we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
He just fired a nuke? Bruh, that's a really bad idea, though. Snake survives a nuke blast? What a bro. It was only a little nuke. God, you guys getting all up in arms. It's only a little nuke. Yes, we definitely saved. Now the intro.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
They're doing a Bond-style intro as well.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Well, I don't think any of us were expecting that. Well, some of us were, obviously, but they went all out on that.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't
I
risk a
survived
halo
the
jump
blast,
this
okay.
time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Yeah, I was thinking, I didn't want to say the fridge, because I don't
So
want
how
to
does it feel
remember.
to be a patient in one of the most advanced
Pretty good.
ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking
Yeah,
for
we
escape.
played the Mass Effect trilogy on
Does
stream
that mean
over.
they're
here.
after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
We did play Andromeda, yeah.
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened.
Fake news.
I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little coaction?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this
No,
one up,
Professor, my
we'll both
voice
be
was
6
dying
feet
last
under.
night, so
There's
it
no
was,
choice.
it came out very squeaky and weird.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
Ooh.
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Such a pervert.
That's it.
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Why does he keep putting that in
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eve. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks.
Adam and Eva. I don't feel ill or anything. This is my
Provide
voice
you
is
with an
gone.
escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
I think it's just a bit of fun. That feels like an awfully expensive way of getting somebody into the country, right? Did you lose your backpack? I hope he didn't. Should be okay.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, Let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue
Again.
Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod. Then
Oh, that's
destroy
got to be the Rex boss
and
fight.
finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
I bet I haven't
If
got all my
supporting the
gator
current
bits
regime
anymore.
helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their
Spoiler,
plan,
dude.
but the Nazis find 2 of the
What
tunnels
the
before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis
Major
before
Harry?
it was finished. I watched the movie again.
Apparently
just to make
so.
Sure.
I won't.
In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero.
The fuck
like
was the
we've been
point
doing
in
all
that
along.
story?
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85.
I just
I
ruined
almost
that
forgot.
movie for me,
Paramedic
and I
is
go,
with us again
don't
on
worry
this
about
mission.
it. I'm not going to do
Is
anything
this
to
her
do with that
last
movie.
chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency
Everyone
is
remember that when I get
148.41.
unbelievably stuck and have to reuse the old
Mr.
Metal Gear
Sigint.
phone call
Got it.
technique.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lule Lo."
Lali Lule Lo.
Mate.
Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
No, don't
Understood.
tell Lick My Balls. Do not
Commencing
answer that question.
Operation
Do not
Snake
answer that
Eater.
question. Because we still don't know yet. We still don't know yet. We're in. All right, let's give some shouts out. Says Coppermind, welcome, man. Thank you for that. Says Brad with the 3 months. Thank you, dude. Hobbsy donates a big 10 and says, "Oh, thank fuck, Metal Gear Solid. I knew there was a reason I was walking around all day with my Solid Snake out. Thank God nobody thought I looked like a dick." Thanks, Hobbsy. I read that before and I was dying to read it. Right, let's change up our camo, shall we? You can whisper each other, you can do that, just don't type in the chat. So we only have one standard rule for when we play games like this, is Alright, we're doing digital blackface. Is that unless it's happened in our playthrough, it hasn't happened yet. Is how we play the games. That's how we do it. Okay? So once it's happened, like, at this point in my channel, Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 are totally free for discussion and anything that's happened. And as soon as it's happened in our playthrough, then it's fair game for everybody at that point. Right, what do I have? I have a mic, I have a knife, I have my gun. Snack! Yeah. Got me some snack dinner. So at this point, we know what the Patriots are. I'm surprised there's a reference to the Patriots in this game, though. Well, it shouldn't be. They're like hundreds of years old, right? Supposedly. What did it say in 2? They were I'm pretty sure it was like they were over 100 years old or something. Yeah, they were dead for over 100 years. Did I just hear a horse? In the jungle? Jungle horse? Okay. Jesus Christ, I thought I went crazy. Epona. No, it can't be Epona. I didn't use an amiibo.
Mate.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Damn it, Sneggy. She's so much better than me. It sucks. Not again. I just put that thing back together.
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Do you think it's because of the blackface? Could be.
Boss.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south.
Oh, it's that Psychomantis guy.
You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
How did you get horses to the jungle, though?
You don't know the truth yet.
Tell me.
But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Bitch!
If we meet again,
Just got Jamie
I'll kill you.
Lannister, man.
Now, go home.
Joke's on you, though. I've got self-surgery. Ha!
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed.